Is anyone else tired of being unable to find things that you know you own, that you know is somewhere in your house, but you can't find it? That happens to me less often now that I live with less, as I live as a minimalist. One, because I have less stuff to keep track of, but two, because I'm gradually finding a home for everything. And that is the trick to keeping clutter at bay, is to put everything back in its home. And a lot of times we don't designate a home for something and we just put it somewhere, and then clutter begets more clutter. At least it does for me. I think about this today because at 9 o'clock last night, my daughter had a very hefty splinter in her foot. I tried to get at it with tweezers, but it was in there pretty good, and it was bothering her, and she was screaming, and it was bedtime, and so I was just gonna put some black salve and one of her bandages on it. In case you don't know, black salve, if you put that on a splinter with a Band-Aid, it'll draw the splinter out or soften it enough that you can get it the next morning. She's allergic to Band-Aids, so for her, we use cloth tape and gauze pads. I could not find her cloth tape or the black salve last night. I was looking in where we keep medical supplies. We have a home for medical supplies. Band-Aids, cold medicine, gauze pads, Tylenol, you know, the good stuff, the common household medications that you keep. It's not organized, it's a mess, but it's their home. They live there. All these things live there. But I could not find 2 of the 3 things that I needed. They were in my purse and in a basket in the kitchen cabinet. I finally found them after 30 minutes of looking around, which isn't fun at 9 o'clock at night when you're trying to get a kid to sleep. And I realized that I had done it to myself by not putting things back where they belong, putting things in their home. I think we all deal with not putting things back in their home, not being able to find a home for stuff we want to keep, and that it's a perpetual practice that we have to keep doing. Welcome to the channel. My name is Erica Lucas, and I make videos about decluttering, minimalism, living with less, and organizing everything that is left. It's more than 2 bins. I mean, this is our nebulizer for asthma. I have asthma, my daughter has asthma. So that's what this is. It's an inhaler kit. But I have stuff in here, and I have stuff in here, and this stuff. Okay, I've cleared the shelf. It's more than just these 2 green bins that I was thinking about. I didn't even notice the other stuff last night when I was looking, because in my head, the home for medical supplies are these 2 green bins. I didn't even think about all this other stuff. And then this is the one from the kitchen. So I'm definitely going to just spread everything out, organize, trash, declutter, and go from there. Okay. Expired and sticky. Expired sooner than this one. This is older. They're both open. This one's sticky and drippy, so trash. My daughter and I are both on asthma medication daily. This is my daily med. This is her daily inhaler. This is her emergency stuff. We are well stocked. I mean, what is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 13 months worth of inhaler. It's like I did this a year and a half ago. I talked about when I did my linen closet and purged myself of all this medication I was keeping. It was like I was saving for some sort of apocalypse. Like the world was going to end, my daughter was going to survive, and she was going to need her inhalers. This is going to be my emergency meds. This is the nebulizer for when she needs the breathing treatments. We actually take this with us when we travel. The reason that I am saving all the ones that I have, I'm going to do 2 things about this. One, I'm going to cancel the prescription that we have for this, because obviously we have enough. The frequency in which she uses her nebulizer is far less than it used to be. She hasn't needed it this calendar year, thank God, but she did need it several times last year. She hasn't had any viruses. That's usually what triggers her. When she gets a cold, she will go through a box. So that's why I'm going to hang on to them, because better to do with than without when it comes to asthma. This is going to be kids. This is empty. I guess when you're giving kids medicine and it's like the middle of the night, you don't really pay attention as much as you might during the day. I mean, this is just half of a dispenser. That's no good to me. No! Oh, man. Wonderful. That is going to be really annoying to clean. I'm going to try to clean it, but that's going to be really annoying to clean. 14. Haircut scissors. Yeah, it's like glue in here. Can't even get it out. Okay. All right. I'm not even going to try to clean this because my time is better spent playing with my children than scrubbing this thing for an hour to save a $7 bin. It's not worth my time. It's not worth it to me. So trashing it feels like the right decision. I'm going to do that. Okay, these are travel nebulizers. When she was in school and camp, you had to leave a nebulizer there. So that's what these were. That's the only time we use these. I'll probably keep these, but just keep them in the cabinet for those times that she does go to like gymnastics camp or something like that. I can leave that with the school. Okay, everything that's in here is like adult medications. So I'm just going to check the expiration. I know you can keep stuff beyond the expiration date. And these are only 1 month beyond the expiration date. So I'm gonna hang on to them just for now because there's no sense in restocking that for it to expire when we barely use it. You can just use, all it does is make it less effective. Okay, this is just like a gauze pad bin. That's how many gauze pads we have. Boo boo bin. Kids. This is a heating pad without a cover, but you can just use like a shirt or something, so I'm not going to throw that out. Let's put it back on the shelf. I'm about to put my money where my mouth is and see if the label maker is where it belongs. Okay, so the label maker belongs in that bin right there. Let's see if it got put away. Oh, wrong bin, but it's here. Close enough to home. This ended up being the trash pile. Some of the stuff that was expired or just empty. And the final result. Organized, not expired. So it's organized by need or by person. So kids meds, we go right to this bin for anything we need for the kids. Got a boo-boo, go to the boo-boo bin. Grown-ups, everything for the nebulizer, our resupply for the daily inhalers for myself and for Rebecca, and heating pad, and then those travel nebulizers for school drop-offs. And then I ended up with stuff for the dog, which I am going to keep in the kitchen. I just have to find a home for, funny enough. Some recycling, and then haircut scissors. The trick is finding a home and keeping things in their home. That's what keeps clutter away. So I'm just going to put this in here because there's the matching scissors that came with the set are in here. So let's put them together. I'm happy with this how this turned out, and turns out I have no unexpired emergency inhalers for myself or my daughter. So I got to get on that, and I need to order cloth tape for my daughter. Thank you for watching.